Well, we had a crazy week last week.
We did. It was a fun week.
Oh yeah, I mean crazy in a good way for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's kind of like, man, this is what we're here to do.
Yeah.
And it was our first school assembly since COVID, which was amazing. So COVID still interfered with it because not all schools were on board to do school assemblies yet. And that's just kind of a general thing, not toward us, but just in general. But we were able to go to the Myrtle Beach Middle School.
Yeah, and it was so fun. We got to see a lot of students that we know that come to GZi every week, and we met a lot of new students. Got to meet some of the administration, some of the teachers. We spent the whole morning there.
Yeah, they gave us a swag bag.
They did, and free t-shirts.
And free t-shirts for Myrtle Beach Middle School.
I mean, what more do you need?
That's right. So they really took care of us and said, hey, anytime you've got a speaker, please let us know, which I think was just as cool as being able to minister to the student. Well, we didn't. Okay, so people have questions about school assemblies. So they're like, well, how can you do ministry in the school? Well, the ministry in the school looks different because we can't share a gospel presentation, but we can use our speaker to share a positive message to encourage those students. And that's what Melvin did. But then we were also able to hand out tickets to get students to come down here and hear the rest of Melvin's stories Wednesday night. So he was there Wednesday morning, and then he was able to come down Wednesday night. And we had
53
new
students.
53. We were, I don't know if did you know that we were shuffling through stage left to try to find enough t-shirt sizes to give out because we ran out of t-shirts?
Well, I was doing my thing during the night, and one of our student leaders comes up and says, hey, there's a bit of a line outside stage left. I said, okay, I'll go back and help. And I went back there, and the line went all the way through the main room. I said, oh no.
Yeah. So
good problem. It's a good problem.
And the significance of that is stage left is where our first time guests go to sign up and get into the system and get their gift back. So it was really amazing. But we didn't have 53 students. We had 140 something.
Yeah. It was up there.
A lot of our regular people showed up on the same night, and a lot of new first-time folks. I gave at least 2 tours in the midst of all of that to parents.
Yeah.
So we won't let parents come and stay. They have to be background checked and be signed up as a volunteer, but we'll give them a tour so that they can see what their kids are coming into. So I gave at least 2 parents tours before it started that night.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
It was a good night.
It was really good. And Melvin, we were giving away a basketball. We thought that was cool, an autographed basketball. Melvin stepped it up though, because if you brought your ticket that we gave you at the school that night, then you could be put into a drawing to win the basketball. Well, Melvin stepped it up at the school and said that I'll also buy that person your choice of tennis shoes.
Which the look on those students' faces when he said that was priceless.
You know what I thought though?
What?
My daughter looks up these crazy shoes. Now they're tennis shoes, but they can get expensive.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder if there was a disclaimer in there that he was like, I'm not going over X amount of dollars. Because you can get up into thousands of dollars for tennis shoes.
Definitely. Well, the pair that the student that won the basketball and the shoes, they were a pair of Air Jordans. They were Oreo colored, so it was like white, gray, and black, and they're cool.
Wow, well that's neat. So, and one of our students won that, not a first-time guest.
One of the ones that comes pretty regularly.
Yeah, so that was really cool. So, all of that to say, we really appreciate you guys praying and financially supporting and volunteering, because it's through those things it makes things like we just talked about possible. I think next week we'll have a highlight video.
Yeah.
So we'll be letting you see the highlight video from that night as well. Holden said that there was a student that came Monday night.
Yeah. One of the students came. It was his first time last week. He showed up last night, and we got to know him, and I think he'll probably be coming back.
And Monday night is for a smaller group of students, open to anybody, but it's more of a Bible study. You don't have to be a leader to come, but it's for our student leaders and for anybody that wants to grow in their relationship with Christ. And so he came. Holden had said that in conversation, I don't know if he told you this, but he said that he was a middle school student and that his dad died like 4 weeks before Christmas.
Oh, wow.
You didn't know that? Holden was telling us just in conversation. So the things that come out
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're talking to some of these students, can break your heart. And at the same time, it gives us an excitement to know that we have a chance to step into their lives when they're hurting. And there are a lot of them that are hurting. So thank you guys for making all of this possible. And we look forward to just sharing the video with you guys to let you see the excitement of that night.